that news. I don't know. Or maybe it just fell through.
Yeah.
But it sounds to me that the move to fight Jake Paul has just maybe derailed the other fight. But I don't blame Canelo Alvarez, because financially, the bigger fight is Canelo-Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Because in that fight, you got two big stars.
Yeah.
You know, in the other fight, you got two.
If I'm easy work, I heard him say, I'm easy work. If I was easy work, you would take all that money that he's offering. But yet, and still, he want $200 million for Benavidez, and he want $150 million to fight me. So that just lets me know right there that I'm a threat.
Terence Crawford has unleashed his frustration on Canelo Alvarez after reports surfaced that their highly anticipated fight has been canceled. The two boxing stars were in deep negotiations, with Ring Magazine initially claiming a deal had been finalized for a massive showdown in Nevada this fall. However, the same publication now reports that the agreement has collapsed due to unresolved disputes between both camps. In a stunning twist, YouTube-turned boxer Jake Paul has found himself at the center of the controversy, facing intense backlash over the fight's sudden collapse. Boxing fan account Peep Games took to X, declaring, "It's official. Saul Canelo Alvarez ducked the no. 1 pound-for-pound fighter, Terence Bud Crawford. Canelo is now the undisputed biggest coward in boxing history, the biggest duck of all time." Many fans believe Canelo's rumored tune-up fight against the social media star played a significant role in derailing the highly anticipated bout. Turkish businessman and financial powerhouse Turki Al-Sheikh, a key figure in securing major boxing matchups, has been outspoken against Jake Paul's involvement in the sport. As the architect behind Riyadh season fight cards, he has repeatedly criticized the rise of YouTubers in boxing, arguing that their participation is damaging the sport's integrity.
Could be a big star, but the reality is, isn't. He's just an unbelievable fighter. So listen, everything can change overnight, as you saw.
Yeah.
So don't rule out Canelo Crawford. But as I'm hearing, Canelo-Jake Paul is done, and I get it. Yeah, I'll watch it.
Mad old game. Eddie, always a pleasure, mate. Really appreciate the time.
Listen, fuck up your ideas.
Canelo Alvarez's rumored willingness to entertain a fight with Jake Paul has been cited as a key reason behind the collapse of negotiations for his highly anticipated showdown with Terence Crawford. Fans have been eager to see Canelo take on IBF title holder David Benavidez in a bid to reclaim undisputed super middleweight status, a fight that would have pitted two future Hall of Famers against each other for all 4 major belts. Instead, speculation surrounding a potential fight with Paul has left many disheartened, especially given that Paul's most notable win came against a 58-year-old Mike Tyson. On social media, reactions have been fierce. Canelo Lesnar tweeted on X, "Although it's still unclear why Canelo versus Crawford was canceled, many insiders speculate that a simple response may have triggered the dispute." After Bud's strong words for Teofimo Lopez, Canelo reportedly demanded that Lopez be Crawford's next opponent before he would agree to fight him. Meanwhile, Crawford has continued making waves, recently securing a dominant victory over Israel Madrimov at a packed stadium. Despite the internet buzzing with speculation about a potential Canelo-Paul bout, there is no concrete evidence that negotiations ever took place. World Boxing News had largely ignored the rumors until the reported venue for Canelo versus Crawford was changed from T-Mobile Arena to Allegiant Stadium, home of the Las Vegas Raiders. In today's unpredictable boxing landscape, nothing is off the table, but the idea of a 4-division champion like Canelo, who holds the WBO, WBA, and WBC titles, facing Paul at this stage of his career seems highly unlikely. What would Canelo gain from such a matchup? Would it even sell in Las Vegas, a city that prides itself on showcasing boxing at the highest level? Most doubt it. However, in an era where even minor discussions about a fight can have real-world consequences, the sport continues to face disruptions, often leaving fans frustrated. The backlash has been swift. Many boxing enthusiasts expressed disappointment over the fight's collapse, criticizing how major bouts are often mismanaged. One fan voiced their frustration. "Boxing is a joke sometimes. They announce fights before contracts are even signed." Others lamented the emotional roller coaster, saying, "They got us all hyped up just to break our hearts." The disappointment is understandable. Seeing undisputed champions from different weight classes face off is a rarity, and for a brief moment, it seemed like history was within reach. Some fans noted that support for Crawford in this potential matchup was overwhelming. One fan tweeted, "Crawford is the best pound-for-pound fighter right now. He would have given Canelo real problems." However, speculation also swirled around possible contractual roadblocks. One theory suggested that Canelo backed out after seeing a clause requiring the winner to fight David Benavidez. The super middleweight contender, known for his aggressive style and relentless pressure, presents a high-risk challenge for any fighter. A mandatory fight with Benavidez could have added another layer of complexity to the deal. Not everyone saw the fight's cancellation as a bad thing. Some fans argued that it might have been a blessing in disguise for Crawford. Crawford dodged a bullet. One fan wrote, "He can't make 168, and taking that fight would just hurt his legacy." While Crawford is undoubtedly a generational talent, moving up 2 weight classes to face an elite super middleweight like Canelo would have been a monumental challenge. Many felt the risks far outweighed the rewards and that staying in his natural weight class would be a wiser career move. This isn't the news boxing fans wanted. After months of anticipation, it seemed as if negotiations for Canelo versus Crawford were making real progress. But now, the dream fight appears to have crumbled. The exact reasons remain unclear, though the significant weight disparity between the two fighters was always a point of contention. Meanwhile, David Benavidez continues to stake his claim in the division. In an interview with Ariel Helwani, he shared his preference for facing Mitri Bivol, the fighter who famously defeated Canelo 2 years ago. If Bivol wins his upcoming bout, Benavidez believes it could significantly reshape the super middleweight landscape, further complicating any future negotiations for a Canelo-Crawford showdown.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident. To be honest, the only thing that I'm thinking about is that if Bivol wins this fight, like what they would have to do a rubber match, you know what I mean? And like I'm just like thinking, who am I to say that they can't fight another fight because they've fought 2 great fights. So that's basically the only thing I'm thinking of right now. But I would, if that's something like that would happen, I think I wouldn't fight until they get that done with, and then I would move into that fight after they have a trilogy. So that's really the only thing I'm thinking right now.
That would be a long break for you. Like, let's say conceivably they fight again.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna rest and talk with my team, and like I say, everybody asking for everything, but and I always did. I always fight with everybody. You asking, so but right now I'm in the position I can ask him to. So I'm in the position I can ask him to, and I can do whatever I want, and we'll see.
Canelo Alvarez, early thoughts? What do you think?
Yeah, look, the first thought is, can he handle the weight jump? Can he handle the weight jump? He being Crawford against Matt Rudolph, people are going to say, "Oh, he had some hiccups." Who don't have hiccups? When you eat something that's a little difficult to eat, and Matt Rudolph was a little difficult to eat. He's not easy to digest. He's a good fighter. When you really, Sam, when you eat something that's a little tough to digest, you get hiccups, right? So come on, he's human. So he had a few hiccups. He won the fight. He's Terence Crawford. A lot of people say, "Oh, Teddy, you make you're always saying how great Crawford is." But who did he beat? He unified the what was his first division? Lightweight. Then he unified the junior. Then he unified the junior welter. Then he unified the welter. I think I got the weight classes right. It doesn't matter.
Terence Crawford stands on the verge of making history as the first fighter to become an undisputed champion in 3 different weight divisions. If Canelo Alvarez is no longer in the picture, Crawford could shift his focus to unification bouts within his current division. However, that path would likely lead him to a clash with Sebastian Fundora, a potential matchup that has already sparked heated exchanges between the two fighters on social media. Many believe Crawford's superior technical skills would make him the clear favorite in the ring, fueling speculation that Alvarez may have hesitated to accept the fight, fearing a 3rd career defeat. While some fans are in awe of Crawford's precision and ring IQ, others remain drawn to Alvarez's elite skill set, particularly his devastating body shots and impenetrable defense. The prospect of a champion being forced to jump 2 weight classes for a fight raises questions about fairness. Would such a move truly benefit the sport? For now, all eyes are on the super middleweight and light heavyweight divisions, where David Benavidez's next steps could shape the future landscape. If Benavidez manages to become the undisputed champion at 175 pounds, it may become increasingly difficult for Canelo Alvarez to avoid an eventual showdown. Next voice. For nearly a year, Terence Crawford had been pushing for a showdown with Canelo Alvarez, with both fighters recently meeting Saudi boxing chief Turki Al-Sheikh in London. As a strong supporter of the highly anticipated bout, Al-Sheikh was instrumental in advancing negotiations. Sources indicated that the terms were nearly finalized, and an official announcement was expected to take place during UFC 306 in September. Crawford and Al-Sheikh even went live on Instagram, where Crawford seized the moment to publicly call out Canelo following his victory over Edgar Berlanga. "Yo, Turi, tell them we're going for Canelo next," Crawford said. Al-Sheikh responded enthusiastically, "Yes, let's go. Canelo, come on, we